And one of the aces actually gets taken out. Not that Soul Rock and Lunatone are really anything to be too concerned about. But yeah, that's a nice double KO there. Lunatone comes out. What else you got? Beheum. Alright, so we're gonna go for the Scald on the Lunatone. That should one-shot it. I know Lunatone is pretty specially bulky, but I don't think it's taking a stab. Super effective Rain Boost Scald. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Pokemon Blaze Black 2 Randomizer Master Mode. Previously, we're doing the event here in Opelousas City with Team Plasma, and we got most of the way through it. We did also have to do a musical, so at the tail end of the previous video, we did go ahead and do that as well. And because of the fact that we did the musical, we actually have deaths not counting for the duration of this video today. So 30 minutes, no deaths will count. I'm probably going to forget about it, which is going to be hilarious when I go back and look at like editing and everything like that, if something does happen to die. The goal, and this is not a fib or anything like that, as long as it allows us to. Hold on, let me check before I get ahead of myself. Maybe it won't happen. Maybe it won't happen. But the goal, get to the gym and fight the gym leader. Because if I can get to the gym and fight the gym leader, and even if I get wiped, that first of all, the deaths don't count. Two, I get knowledge. So the goal is to get to Marlin and realistically beat him. That is what I want to accomplish in today's video. But we got to see what our challenge wheel gives us first. No switching. So it's not necessarily no switching outside of battle, it's just no switching while in battle. So that could be a problem. Just, keeping it real, that could be a problem for us, but as long as we don't get, we can't get critted unless something has Mold Breaker or anything like that. As long as we don't run into something that has a quad effective move on us, I think we'll be okay. I hope we'll be okay, rather. I don't know, that just concerns me, especially going to Marlin's gym. Fighting him with that team of 6. Alright, Bisharp. I don't know if Twin Needle is going to kill this thing in one hit. My guess is that it won't. And like I said, as long as I'm not running into a issue where I get They move with fire type move. Like Raging Fury Beedrill. I'm not really that overly concerned about it. And it's not like we're banded either. If we were banded, that could be a real big problem, but we're not banded. I don't plan on giving my Mons items like that until we actually get to the Elite Four. Because that's like the end-all, be-all for us. Right now, I'm just having them rock the Lucky Eggs, so that way we can get them leveled up. Alright, Absol, you definitely could have a fire type move. You could actually have a fighting type move. But a fire type move is a possibility. I'm pretty sure you do get access to Flamethrower. Can't really afford that to happen, but if I had like a Devil's Advocate, that'd be great. And also deaths don't count, so there is that too. He goes for Play Rough, which is resisted. Are you part fairy? Wait, there's a chance that this Absol might be part fairy. And that would mean that Smart Strike would be super effective. Let's see. Or I could just learn Play Rough by level up. That is also definitely a possibility. But I'm just curious to see if you're part fairy. You are not. I actually almost killed too. That's crazy. So it definitely doesn't. You don't have a dark type move? You don't have a dark type move that could hit me for super effective damage? That's crazy. That is, dare I say, silly. Crobat. We have 3 moves that are resisted against this thing. The only thing that isn't resisted is Razor Shell. And I can feel it. I can feel it. Nope. Went for Hypnosis. All right. We just need you to dodge another one because I don't know if we do 2-hit KO this thing. I need you to dodge another one. You do. Let's go. That's huge. That's huge. And a Scyther? Okay, so Smart Strike is going to be our best play here. Now, if this was Gen 1, where Poison was super effective against Bug and vice versa, I bet you didn't know that. I learned that playing Pokemon Yellow the other day. And it's kind of crazy because that means Parasect is literally like the worst Mon in the entire game because he's got 3 quad weaknesses. Right, so I went for Dual Wing Beat, which was fine. I was really hoping that that killed, but there's a good chance that this Scyther is ED-elated, so. The question is, I don't remember how much HP I had before he went for Dual Wing Beat, so. Okay, and he can't crit us, so that's absolutely perfect. That's absolutely perfect. Go ahead and go for Smart Strike again. I actually should check my TM's pocket and see. I'm pretty sure we have Thunderbolt. Because Thunder is nice, right? But the problem with Thunder specifically is it has 5 PP in this game. So Drayano nerfed Thunder by giving it only that much PP. And especially with me going to this water gym, it'd be smarter for me to run Thunderbolt instead. Because yes, the base power difference is about 20. But... And I'm not going to rock... whatchamacallit? Thunderbolt and Thunder. I'm gonna rock Scald and Surf instead. Now the thing is that if I run into something like a Gastrodon that has Storm Drain in this video, I'm screwed. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and we're going to grab the Swellow and fly over to Undella Town, and we're gonna go through the Marine Tube because I'm not gonna go through the Seaside Cave. I want to save the Seaside Cave. I want to save the Seaside Cave and the the route north of Humilau for like grinding. Whether that be in today's video or that be in the next video. I just want to make sure that we are big chillin'. Yeah, no switching. That's a kind of tough challenge. I need to check. Because now kind of looking at how time is moving, I'm not sure if we're actually going to get to Marlin today. Which if we really don't, I'm fine. I'll be okay. Bug Buzz. We did get Thunderbolt. Okay. Yeah, because Thunder is nice. Don't get me wrong. But this actually gives me a little bit more reason to click Calm Mind. Plus, I can still give this thing Ice Beam once we get around to getting that, which will probably be in the Giant Chasm. Yeah, let's go ahead and take the shortcut. Love how my person was already technically there. So do I want to try to keep leveling up the Escavalier, or do I want to not worry about that right now? That is the question I'm asking myself. Because what I could do, low-key, is I could throw a Lucky Egg on Kyogre and just go crazy. That wouldn't be a terrible idea. Like I said, it's just a tricky thing about not being able to switch in battle, because like I said, if I run into a Gastrodon, I'm screwed. Unless this Gastrodon has Sand Force or Sticky Hold, which it's definitely not. It definitely wouldn't. Listen, Hugh, I get you're trying to figure out what's going on. But like you are withholding me from proceeding. Can't wait to see this in 3D. Do you think they really had a precursor of Generation 9 all these years before with the marine tube? No, I'm kidding. I highly doubt it. Be a cool thought process or a cool thought of mine. Oh, you want to know something I just realized? We're not fighting the gym today because we have Hoenn leaders that we got to fight. And if my memory serves me correctly, the only Hoenn leaders we haven't fought are Tate and Liza. I was just about to say that. Look at... Not their Solar Rock and Lunatone running around. So wait, if that's who we have to fight today, should I lead with the Kyogre? And who else was in front? Was it Coffagrigus? That actually might not be bad leads. That might not be bad leads. Is it Coffagrigus? Yeah, that's not a bad lead. So here's what I'm going to do. Before we fight Tate and Liza, I think this is the smartest course of action. I mean, deaths don't count anyways, so... At least not for this video. I'm going to go over here and get Marlin and go back to his gym. Which is actually rather easy. All you have to do is literally run over to, like, yeah, here. And then, yeah, we'll fight Tate and Liza. So, trying to imagine what their team of 6 would be in this game. So, Solar Rock and Lunatone are definitely going to be 2. Would they keep the mods that they had in Emerald? I know one was a Xatu. And I can't think of what the other one would have been. Mr. Mime. Okay, so this is actually... This is actually good for us. In 66 to 67. So Marlin's probably going to be close to 70, actually. Which, again, kind of makes us doing grinding not necessary. It doesn't feel necessary, which is a good thing. So... My guess is that Mr. Mime is here to set up screens. So with that information in mind, I could Willow and Hex to get that combo off, but I think I'm just going to straight up Shadow Ball. I mean, would Surf been the better play? I don't know. I am going to just try to get rid of Claydol, though. Because a Rain Boosted Scald should be able to get rid of him. Yeah. Rain Boosted Scald is going to be able to get rid of him. With the experience, King Tut's going to level up to 68. Perfect. Dazzling Gleam. Okay. But that's right, he is part Fairy. I don't know why I keep forgetting that. I don't know why I keep forgetting that in this. Alright, relax, buddy. You shouldn't be hitting my most defensive mon and getting a crit. Alright, Soul Rock is coming out. My thing is that I do outspeed, so I'm gonna just go for the Surf because it didn't set up screens like I actually expected it to, so I'm just gonna go for Surf and I'm gonna protect. That way we can literally wipe the field here. And one of the aces actually gets taken out. Not that Soul Rock and Lunatone are really anything to be too concerned about. But yeah, that's a nice double KO there. Lunatone comes out. What else you got? Beheum. Alright, so we're gonna go for the Scald on the Lunatone. That should one-shot it. I know Lunatone is pretty specially bulky, but I don't think it's taking a stab super effective Rain Boost Scald. I don't think so. I will be shocked if he does. Without the assistance of an item, of course. Alright, level 71. Thunderbolt on the Kyogre. We should eat that. I know Behemoth has a pretty decent special attack stat, but we should eat that. That does do a lot. That does do a lot. I am acknowledging that. It does a lot. Shadow Ball, that does good damage. Ooh, okay. So seeing that the Behemoth did a lot of damage to me on the Kyogre, I probably... Okay. I probably need to kill that thing first. I would love to... Wait, they both have a team of 6. Drayano, you dirty dog. Okay. Well, we need to be careful because we really can't swap out of anything. So they threw their aces that early? They really threw their aces that early, huh? And maybe they don't have a team of 6 each. Maybe they just have teams of 4 each. But I looked at the bottom at their Pokeball account. It said there were still 4 left. So joke's on me for thinking that Marlin was going to be on the agenda today. Lovely Kiss on who? That is not optimal. But we do know that this Jinx did have Trace. So that isn't terrible for us. Metacam, I probably am just gonna go for... I'm just gonna go for a Scald on this guy. And for you, I'm thinking we go for a full heal so we can wake you up. I honestly have a hunch that Jinx is just going to do the same thing again, just at the Kyogre. I feel like it's just going to do the same play with Lovely Kiss. But it's okay because it gets knocked the frick out. Alright, Ice Beam. As long as we just eat it decently, which we do. Okay, so they just have a team of 4 each. Perfect. So that means I can Scald the Jinx. That should kill it. And then I will be able to Hyper Potion up King Tut. I'm trying to anticipate what type of battle Marlin is going to have. And honestly, if it is a double battle, I think I'd be okay. I think as long as I run with the same strategy that I have here, like with the Cofagrigus and Kyogre, the only issue is that with our Kyogre having Drizzle, it is ultimately powering up his mons as well. Get the burn. Just get the burn. Do it for me. No? Whatever, man. Whatever, man. How much is that doing? 60 points? Okay. But if we can kind of play around that, because the thing is that I feel like with specifically the Generation 5 ROM hacks that we've done, I mean, we got played with against Juan and against Skyla. That much was well known. But now it's kind of like us playing Volt White again, and what I mean by that is like I need to think about it where it's like, am I doing a rotation battle? Am I doing a triple battle? Am I doing a double battle? As long as I have a decent enough setup with my mons, I think I can pretty much do any sort of battle type. And I would imagine, I don't know how accurate this would be. I can imagine that if I go to the Elite Four, it's going to be just like the original. And I'm going to have to battle in a double battle style. It'd be real trippy if they did triple. It would be real trippy if they did triple. Alright, so Giga Drain. That's the main reason why I Calm Minded. Because I didn't know if he was going to do something like that or if he was going to Leaf Storm. And I really didn't want to take the Leaf Storm. And even then, he does still a pretty decent amount of damage to me. But the nice thing about this is that I'm going to fire off a Shadow Ball. That's going to do pretty big damage. Pretty big damage. He's gonna have a Citrus Berry. He might have Harvest. I think Harvest is an ability in Gen 5. I could be wrong, but with us being +1 Calm Mind, I really don't see a reason for me not to click Scald here. I don't know if it should kill from this range. I know it's resisted, but it should kill from this range. It really, really should. So go ahead and go for the Scald. That will hopefully finish this thing off. Yes. I totally thought they were going to have a team of 6 each. I was like, huh? That's not a bad TM. Perfect for multi-battles? Exactly. Exactly. So I need to check and see how my healing situation is looking. Also, seeing as we're not really going to make it far into Marlin's gym, I might battle a couple, maybe. I probably only have time to battle one person in the gym, to be honest. I think we will do the grinding in the routes below. So there is, I think it's route 21. So there's a route up north. I think I can go in the giant chasm too if I really wanted to. Which I probably won't until we actually need to go over there for story. But go in the giant chasm. Not go in the giant chasm. Go into the route before the giant chasm. Battle all the people over there. Go to the route below. Battle the people in that route. And then in the cave, battle everyone that I can there. And just see kind of, I mean, we should get everybody up to 70. That is the plan anyways. Just have everybody at level 70 before we waltz into the gym. And try to beat the gym leader. Because Tate and Liza's aces were 67. Marlon's ace to me is either going to be 68 or 69. Which is actually kind of nice because technically there isn't much for you to do between fighting Drayden and fighting Marlon. Alright, so this is a horrible lead, and this is another example of a mon that I didn't think of that could be a problem to us. Lantern. So he could either have Volt Absorb or Water Absorb. My guess is that he probably has Volt Absorb. I'm gonna call mine. Because if he does have Volt Absorb, then we have to rely on resisted water type attack hits. Whereas if he has Water Absorb, we have to rely on neutral electric type hits. So we're gonna see what we're rocking with here. He does have Water Absorb. Okay. He's going for Thunder Wave, which Thunder Wave has been nerfed. Because I believe it was 7th gen where they nerfed it down to being 90 accuracy. Alright, so +1 special defense. We do eat Thunderbolts really nicely. As we should, I mean. Kyogre is insane. And we're getting full paired too, which is just wonderful. I was gonna say, we're not getting paralyzed 3 times in a row. I'm not here for it. It's weird that they went with the Water Absorb route for Lantern. I figured that anytime you get a Lantern, you're gonna want Volt Absorb because you're already resistant to water, but I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and heal up our HP. Mainly because I just want to make sure that we're good at taking hits. Okay. And I was right about only being able to fight one person in the gym. Because we have paralyzed 2 turns in a row. Now, for real, if we run into a Gastrodon, we're boned. Napoleon? Okay. Wave Crash? Okay. I never remember Wave Crash. Alright, so that one shot's perfect. It's gonna be enough to level me up. I'm really curious to see what the Elite Four levels are going to be looking like once we get there, of course. Because I know in the original Blaze Black and Bolt White, I was like so sure that when we got to when we went to Bryson all the way to fighting Iris, I'm like, it's going to be a decent enough jump, and going to the Elite Four is also going to be a relatively decent jump and everything like that. And right now, I mean, I don't see the Elite Four being much higher than maybe mid-70s. Okay, let me think. That does 70 points of damage, so a crit Stone Edge should only do 140. So as long as I don't get paralyzed here, because he just went for a sword stance, as long as I don't get paralyzed, which we don't, we kill. Perfect. Whew. All because of that damn thunder wave too. All right, that's good for us. That is good for us. Plus, that means we don't have to deal with this challenge for the next episode, which is actually pretty massive. Because that would have been a tough challenge to deal with. Yes, we do lose the beautiful perk of not having deaths count for 30 minutes. That would have been nice. I mean, we could actually technically pull it again. If we pull it again, I mean, I am going to go fight the gym leader in the next video. I'm not going to do the grinding. But that really, really depends on what we pull for this. So let's actually go to our reward wheel right now. And let's see what we get. Oh, we got another Master Ball. That's pretty good. That's pretty good because there is the static Terrakion that spawns in the north of here, which I don't think it spawns until you beat the gym. But that is a pretty big reward for us to scoop right here. So I'm actually super duper down with that. Super duper down with that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do the grinding. Like I said, we're gonna fight all the trainers up north. We're gonna fight the trainers in the route south, and we're gonna fight the trainers in the why can't I think of the cave name? Seaside Cave. So when you guys see us in the next episode, our team rather should look a little bit more juiced up, ready to go for this real scary final stretch of the game. But if you guys did enjoy, make sure you hit that like button down below because we greatly appreciate it. Subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. We currently have a Pokemon Generations Mastermode series that's going on, at least as at the time of recording. I don't know how much more we have of that. We also have a Final Fantasy VII Rebirth live stream series that we're doing as well, so if you want to check those out, playlists are up on the channel. Make sure you're subscribed and have the bell icon clicked so you don't miss out on any of that sort of stuff. If you want to check out my links in the description, we got TikTok, X, and our community Discord as well, if you want to check those out. Either way, I'm going to go do the grinding, and we'll see you guys for the next video. Peace out.